guys, welcome back to Resolutions. You've joined me in, well, what can I say? It is absolutely horrific. It is pouring it down. I'm up Old Winchester Hill in Hampshire, and the weather forecast was actually meant to be really nice, so I thought I'd come up here and do a nice little video. Right, so I've had my first physiotherapy session and it went really well. Let's just get on the road and I'll talk you through what happened and what's going on from here. Wow, this weather is absolutely horrific. I'm in one of the highest parts of Hampshire and it is absolutely hammering it down up here. Anyway, so first day at physiotherapy, that went really well. Had a chat with the physiotherapist and he was absolutely amazed that I've managed to get my arm fully straight. He said that normally most people, they will get to a certain percentage straight and then it will just give up, because a lot of people tend to hold their arm in quite tight to their body once they've had the injury of the distal bicep tear. But the whole time I was actually doing my recovery with the brace on, I was making sure that I was working really hard to keep my tendon stretched as and where I could. So for instance, if I was today adding another 20 degrees onto the actual the brace, what I would do is slowly stretch it out over a couple of days, and then once I found that it wasn't uncomfortable or sore, I would then put it to a locked position. I would hold a locked position for about a minute or two until the tension in the tendon eased, and at that point I would just relax it and I'll go back to being able to bend my arm again. So I think that definitely had a massive impact on my ability to be able to bend my arm and then straighten it with no problem at all, which is always good. And he said there's only a small percentage that he sees that can do that, and I believe he's been doing it for a very long time. He knows what he's talking about, which is always a bonus. So yeah, I'm happy with the way it's going. They're happy with the way it's going. I've got to do some isometric workouts, some eccentric workouts. So for instance, I'll be like lifting the weight up and then slowly lowering that arm down to put the tendon under pressure to be able to strengthen it to a satisfactory level. The weather looks like it's actually improving now, which is always good. I'm gonna go down this way though. I'll tell you what, the views you get out here are unbelievable. However, you pay the price when you end up driving on these type of roads, because every corner you've potentially got another vehicle that is going to come around. That's why positioning of the car is good. Maximise your view around corners without having to brake every 5 seconds, so it's nice to get a nice empty run. Also, you don't get that many passing places, but that's not a problem. So where do we go from here with my recovery? Now, I'm not going to have to do the physio every day on my arm. I'm going to do it every other day. I'll do a day that's quite heavy and then I'll rest and repair, and I'll do another day that's a little bit lighter than the day before, well, 2 days before, just so I can give a good range of movement, good rehabilitation for the arm. So I want to get back out on the motorbikes as quick as possible, and I want to get back to work as well. I've been off for 4 months nearly, and yeah, I'm definitely not the type of person who can just stay at home quite comfortably and do nothing. I want to get back to work. I just want to get back in to a normal existence again. It's driving me absolutely insane. But that said, getting out now that I can actually get out and make YouTube videos is phenomenal. It's just being able to focus on doing something. It has been hard. I have been struggling mentally. The drain on me mentally has just been horrible. Not being able to do anything with your arm because you physically can't. Not being able to get some sort of do you see that? I'm driving a bloody car. You can say thank you, but no, not like a motorcyclist. just goes to show where I'm at. Yeah, so mentally, not being able to drive, not being able to get on a motorcycle, not being able to get out and about without the aid of someone else, has been really, really mentally challenging. I'm gonna have to up antidepressants. Yeah, I am struggling a bit, but I'm in that position where I'm able to acknowledge that, which I think is quite good. I think for those of you who may be struggling with anything, not being able to acknowledge that it's got to be quite challenging. Once you've acknowledged it, it's a lot easier to get under control and manage. I'm definitely not in a fit state of mind to go back to doing work and doing things yet. I'm getting there. I'm definitely getting there. And I think, like I said, being able to come out and do YouTube videos is fantastic. And also, I'm not throwing myself back into driving. I'm doing a little bit every day. So I'm just coming out for a drive, grab a coffee, and then drive home again, throw the camera on for YouTube, and just do some little bits here and there, because the last thing I want to do is just go, right, I'm back out here, I'm getting on with driving, I'm smashing it out, my arm has taken its toll and it's just put me back again. So little drives every now and again, every day, every other day, couple that with the rehab, it all works really nicely. I'll go grab a coffee. So it's just a quick update. Oh, and also, I've got resistance bands to do resistance with, obviously, resistance bands, a bit weird if you do anything else with them, and I've got some weights. So it's so bizarre picking up like 3 kilograms, holding it and thinking, wow, this is really heavy, because you can feel the tension on that tendon. So yeah, from someone who's gone from weightlifting, keeping fit and pushing yourself for 20 odd years to then be scaled right back again, that mentally is very, very challenging as well, because you look at it and you go, I'm not even going to touch that weight. You pick that weight up and you realise, wow, that weight is sometimes slightly too heavy. So yeah, it's a lot of things to take into consideration, not having the ability to just do what you want to do. But my physiotherapist has said he's looking at about 6 months back to full strength. So that should get me back into the summertime on the motorcycle. He said, what are my goals? A bit weird, I just want to get back to normal. But my goal is, 1, get back to normal, and 2, is definitely going to be able to do manual handling for a motorcycle again, because they are heavy machines. I mean, my Africa Twin is 247 kilograms. My Kawasaki Vulcan is 225 kilograms. Yeah, it's a lot of weight to shift about. Even sports bikes, we got a GSX-R 600, even that weighs about 190, 195 kilograms. So I want to be able to lift that weight about without struggling and straining. Now I will say that before I actually tore my distal bicep tendon, the area around where the tear happened was definitely getting weak. I could feel it niggling at me. Like when I was moving the bike backwards, it wasn't so much forwards, it was more moving the bike backwards. That's where I really felt it hurting. So the warning signs were there, but I didn't have a clue. I thought, oh, I've just got a bit of an achy elbow. Bit strange, but clearly it was that tendon giving me some warning signs it was about to snap. So that said, never mind, it's done, it's repaired, it's just got to get strong now. But in the meantime, I can get out here, I can drive, I can start getting life back to normal again. And let's face it, the BMW Z4 is a cracking car to own as a little run around car, commuter and summer toy, because as motorcyclists, as you all know, and for those of you who are watching my channel that aren't motorcyclists, thank you, I really appreciate that this channel is going in 2 directions. There are some days in summertime where you just want to get out on that motorcycle, but last year especially, it was 35, 40 degrees in some days. I loved it, it was amazing, but being on the motorcycle, it was just a little bit too hot. There is no kind of clothing you can ride with that will allow you to feel comfortable in 40 degree heat. that's where some people start reducing the safety margin that they're working with. But nonetheless, I've got a convertible now, so if it does end up being another hot summer in 2023, perfect, absolutely perfect. Well, I'll probably have to wear sunscreen because I'll end up with a burnt head, burnt shoulders, burnt arms. It'll probably be slightly uncomfortable. But anyway, enough about that. That's where I am with my recovery. I've got another appointment in a few weeks' time, and I'll see how I get on there. But hopefully, all going well. Shouldn't have any issues whatsoever. Coming into Loomies, and as you can see, it is not a day to be on the motorcycle. Well, actually, I wouldn't care. I'd still get on the motorcycle, but yeah, it's a car day at Loomies. Anyway, thanks for watching Rev Solutions. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you guys soon.